I was gonna make a joke saying how Scrafty is dating the goth gal, but then I realized that my entire team is full of males. Hey everyone, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today is the last time we're going to be using this Gothitelle team with Gothitelle, Snorlax, Rillaboom, Gyarados, Scrafty, and Jolteon. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, we used this team as well, and today we are finishing it. So this team was created based off the 2018 semifinalist at the World Championship that used competitive Gothitelle plus Snorlax. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, unfortunately, which I probably should have looked up, but I just can't remember at the time. But yeah, so we're going to be using this team. I'm hoping that Jolteon and Rillaboom can make another appearance today because they haven't really made too many appearances. But overall, the team's been pretty fun. Competitive Gothitelle has gotten us a lot of KOs, and the Snorlax has also been putting in some work. So hopefully we're going to be able to, continue on and give this team one last good showcasing for this episode, which is its last episode. Next episode, we will be using a brand new team. Let's see what we found here. We got an opponent. Shogun, looks like. Let's see here. Oh no, everyone remembers why I don't like Butterfree. There's a reason why. And yeah, we got a Butterfree. So we also got Torkoal. So we got Sun. I'm pretty sure it's Sunny Day on Sableye. This is very scary potentially. I kind of want to lead. Would it be bad to say I want to lead Jolteon Scrafty right off the bat for the fake out pressure? And it also gives me Intimidate, which is actually pretty nice. I actually kind of like that. I think Gyarados and Snorlax in the back. Snorlax does the most damage. It's my fire immunity as well. Yeah, I like Snorlax in the back. This is going to be pretty difficult because I'm not exactly sure how to really... I'm not sure what my opponent's going to bring. I'm guessing it's going to be some form of Charizard. I'm assuming Sableye and Conkeldurr is going to come out. And then the last one, Butterfree maybe? But I am bringing my Electric Terrain just in case because I'm not risking the Butterfree sweeping me. Speaking of Butterfree, we're going to see that Butterfree right here with that Torkoal lead against my Jolteon plus my Scrafty here. So, you know what I'm Dynamaxing? I'm Dynamaxing the Jolteon, and guess what? Jolteon actually makes an appearance. So, we will go for the Dynamax. I will try to knock out the Torkoal, and I will try to, just get this big electric move off. So, we will go for the Max Lightning, Life Orb boosted. Maybe knocks out the Torkoal? I'm not exactly too sure. We'll fake out the Butterfree in case it's one of those Scarf variants we saw earlier. And if it's not a Scarf variant, guess what? I fake it out anyway. So, break the Sash potentially in a decent spot, I think. So, let's see what my opponent does. I'm not sure if he would Dynamax the Butterfree. We would find out, I guess. Or Gigantamax the Butterfree instead of Dynamaxing. We are going to see my Jolteon go for that Dynamax first. So, maybe my opponent didn't Dynamax. Maybe there is the Butterfree that is going to be... Oh no. Video. Okay, video's fine, except I don't know why some ads are popping up on my computer. Not ads, just some programs running. Okay, it works out. Alright, we got a fake out on a Butterfree. No Dynamax from my opponent's side, which is great for me. Looks like it's not Scarf Butterfree. I am going to be able to get a Max Lightning off into the Torkoal slot, which is actually able to pick up the knockout, so I'm able to get a lot of momentum. Oh, critical hit. Not sure if it mattered. Torkoal doesn't have the best special defense in the world. It is a Life Orb attack for Modest Jolteon. I am running Modest on this set. So Torkoal does go down, which is great. Don't have to worry about the terrain anymore. Awesome. And we'll see what my opponent decides to go for next. I'm guessing the Charizard's going to come out here, and then we're going to play some interesting games here. So it is going to be the... Oh, it's actually Conkeldurr coming out, which I'm surprised about. Okay, that works out for me. I'm going to go for my... Max Lightning into the Butterfree slot, and I'm actually going to go hard Gyarados here because I do get an Intimidate off into the Conkeldurr slot and avoid a potential Drain Punch or Close Combat. Helps protect my Jolteon. So yeah, I'm pretty okay with this position right now. We got the Electric Terrain up. I don't have to worry about Butterfree. Yeah, pretty good. I just don't want Hurricane Confusions or if the Butterfree Dynamaxes and then gets like something crazy off. Or Gigantamaxes the Butterfree. I'd rather just target down the Butterfree slot just in case. We're gonna see a Dynamax from my opponent. Could be the Conkeldurr. Maybe he has Max Quake, which is definitely a possible option. I don't think that'll knock out without stab onto the Jolteon, but if it does, that can be concerning. But the Conkeldurr will at least be at -1 here, and -2 after Scrafty comes back in, so it's not too bad. We're going to see what come out. Max Lightning into the Butterfree, so Butterfree does go down. Not risking any Hurricanes or that G-Max move. Butterfree goes down, which I like to see. I always love to see that. And Max Knuckle just going to come out. Okay, so going to be increase its attack. Going to be targeting down the Gyarados, so not doing too much damage here. We're in a pretty good spot right now because of the fact that, yeah, the Conkeldurr is back at neutral, but we're in a pretty good spot here, especially if Charizard's the last Pokemon, because of the fact I'll be able to go for Max Lightning through to Protect here. And since Sun is up, it'll take a lot of damage. But the Mimikyu is actually the last Pokemon in the back. Huh. I could go for Max Lightning into Conkeldurr and get some chip. I can also go for Max Ghost here, which will lower both the physical defenses of my opponent's Pokemon. I kind of like that option to, actually it does lower physical defense, right? Yeah, it does, okay. I think I will go for the Max Ghost actually into the Mimikyu slot. Break that Disguise. I'm going to bring out the Scrafty once again, I think, and get another Intimidate off into this Conkeldurr. Play Rough could go out on Scrafty, but I do have that Roselli Berry as well as the Intimidate that's going to be fired off here. I want to dodge a Thunder Max Lightning from the Conkeldurr. That's going to be the case. And yeah, just lowering the physical defense on these Pokemon I think is going to be super helpful for the rest of my team to basically handle these Mons. So, bring in the Scrafty once again for that Intimidate. And this Jolteon is putting in some good work. Really, really love to see it. So, Max Phantasma into the... Not Phantasma. Phantasm into the Mimikyu slot. Lower that physical defense on both Pokemon. Disguise will be busted. We'll take some 10% recoil, I believe. It is 10%. Yep. And let's see what the Conkeldurr goes for. It's going to be Play Rough. Yep, does target down the Scrafty slot. Good play for my opponent. But that's alright by me because it won't do too much. I did more than I expected, actually. Which is fine. We will see Max Rockfall actually kind of come out. Probably doubling up into that slot. Yeah, okay. So my opponent wanted to get the Gyarados, but luckily we switched into Scrafty right here. Okay. Pretty alright position here, as now, even though Sand is actually going to help me, I think, more than hurt me, but I'm not exactly too confident on saying that. I think the play is just to go Gyarados here for the Scrafty again, because I don't think my opponent's going to max Rockfall to Scrafty slot again. I think maybe wants to try and get a Max Knuckle and start boosting up the attacks here. And I'm going to Volt Switch the Mimikyu because I get another round of Intimidate. I get 2 Intimidates this turn. And yeah, that's one of the strong things about the Jolteon combination alongside. I wonder if Thunderbolt would actually knock out the Mimikyu, but if it's max HP Mimikyu, I kind of doubt it since Mimikyu does have some pretty good special defense. So Volt Switch is rather safer. And if my opponent Trick Room's up, my Snorlax is looking really good. If my opponent gets to Trick Room up anyway. So I think that's fine. And if you don't get Trick Room up, my Jolteon's going to do really well in the end game. So getting our Intimidate off into these Pokemon. We're going to get one more with the Volt Switch into Scrafty. So we will Volt Switch out. Electric Train's up. Oh wow, we actually knocked out the Mimikyu. Was not expecting that actually. Huh. Nice. So we get rid of the Mimikyu and Jolteon going to switch out. We will bring out our Scrafty once again for another round of Intimidate. So what is that? -2 on the Conkeldurr, I believe. It's going to be... It's either -2 or -3. I'm pretty sure it's -2 after this. Because of that one Max Knuckle, but I don't remember how many times we Intimidated by now. It is going to be Max Knuckle coming out, targeting down the... we keep getting it right. Looks like my opponent crit me, which is fine. Yeah, it was a crit. But, I mean, the... Okay, so it wasn't Flame Orb on the Conkeldurr, so I'm assuming it's Assault Vest. Looks like the Conkeldurr is faster than my slower than my Scrafty too, so I could get a close combat off. I think Waterfall in a close combat should be able to finish off the Conkeldurr, especially since we got that defense drop from the Max Phantasm earlier. So, yep, we can go for Fake Out here, and we can go for... Actually, Dragon Dance is a better play. Dragon Dance is 100% a better play in case Conkeldurr does have Protect. But I'm assuming it's going to be that Assault Vest variant. But this is the better play in case the Conkeldurr had Protect, because like I get something out of the turn rather than nothing. But yeah, this is definitely the play. And now Waterfall into Close Combat into Jolteon's attack should be good. And Conkeldurr doesn't really have moves that can really target two Pokemon other than Rock Slide. And even if it has Rock Slide, like the Gyarados is moving first, I get a lot of damage off. And then Jolteon will probably pick up the KO from there and outspeed it. So we will go for the Waterfall here into the Conkeldurr, as well as a Close Combat. So let's see if this KOs. It's -1 defense with a +1 attack. Barely misses the knockout, but Close Combat will be able to finish off the Conkeldurr, and that is going to be good game. So yeah, critical hit does not even matter there. So Jolteon putting in a good amount of work. You love it. You love it. You love to see it. So, oh man, I love Jolteon. Jolteon put in some work. That damage, I don't think the critical hit mattered on Torkoal. I really don't. It might have, but I don't think it did. Let's see. It was Focus Sash, Butterfree. Okay. Just trying to check moves. Using a GameCube controller kind of stinks in these positions. Okay, so I end up skipping and sell the entire team. Rage Power, Sleep Powder, Pollen Puff, Protect. Did not G-Max? Doesn't it say if it's G-Max with the signature? I guess it's not G-Max. I guess it's regular Butterfree. What is this? Specs Charizard? No, it's Life Orb. Yeah. Life Orb Torkoal. Choice Specs Torkoal. Yeah, with that special defense, I don't think it lives to Max Lightning. I could be wrong though, but I just can't really see it. Mimikyu with the Lumberry. Okay. The Sableye. Oh, did the Mimikyu have Trick Room? It did have Trick Room. Okay. Ally Switch Will-O-Wisp Quash Sunny Day. I'm actually surprised that we didn't see the Charizard plus the Sableye mode, but I'm glad we didn't. That thing was a threat. It was a Assault Vest Conkeldurr. It looks like we're Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Ice Punch, and Rock Slide. So that does make sense. And yeah, let's continue on and play another game. So nice. Really love to see Jolteon putting in more work, and maybe the Rillaboom will put in the work in the last game. You can hope. You can hope. I really do love Rillaboom. I think it does do some work on this team. Having that double Fake Out is really good, especially if we can get like Rillaboom next to Gyarados and Scrafty combination. Am I bringing Rillaboom? No, I think Jolteon's going to be the Pokemon that steals the spotlight in these games. Because I love Jolteon in this matchup. So yeah, I'm going to bring Jolteon Scrafty once again. Actually, there's a chance for triple Intimidate for my opponent, which is kind of crazy to think about. Actually, I'm gonna try to take advantage. No, I think the Tyranitar leads, so I don't think I can do Gothitelle, but I could bring Gothitelle in the back. I just don't know if that's a play, because I think having Snorlax in the back is pretty good, because it does good offensively against my opponent. I definitely bring Gyarados in the back, and the question is, do I bring Gothitelle or Snorlax? Because I think Gothitelle might be better for what I'm aiming for, but Snorlax is just generally better because of its offense. Trying to think, how could I get really punished? I think Snorlax is better. Yeah, especially if I'm bringing double Intimidate, it helps shield it more. Yeah, I think I like it better. So we'll see how this goes. Not bringing Rillaboom, unfortunately, to this game or this video, but Rillaboom did put in a good amount of work, I think, in the previous episodes. I think we at least brought it to 2 games. Jolteon, I'm really happy that I get to shine more, because the one battle we brought it to, like, it just lost, and it wasn't a very pretty loss. Wow, you let double Intimidate? I could let Gothitelle. Oh no. Oh no, you don't like to see it. That's fine though. I do actually want to double protect here, because I want to see what my opponent's really going to try to go for. It's an interesting lead with the double Intimidate here. Man, I wish I had Facade on the banded Snorlax right now, but yeah, we don't. Double protect here, because I want to scout. I don't think you're going to go for Feint turn 1. Like, I just don't see Feint as an option here. I want to see if you're a Will-O-Wisp Arcanine, or if you're potentially offensive. If you switch out, that's kind of okay for me. So I just want to see what kind of Arcanine this is. I do regret not bringing the Goth lead, because it would have been good here since there's no Tyranitar, looks like. Fake Out going to come out into the Scrafty slot and a Will-O-Wisp or Snarl. Heat Wave, okay. That's fine. Don't really mind that. I'm going to Volt Switch the Arcanine slot for some chip. because I do want to put in range of a neutral waterfall, and I'm going to bring out the Gyarados. I'm not really too worried about the Hitmontop, because even though it does threaten my Snorlax and my Scrafty, I think just like being able to... I think once I start airstreaming with Gyarados, I'm going to be in a pretty good spot. So fire off this Intimidate here into my opponent. Also, I don't want to activate a eject button on him on top, which would be really bad for me, I think. Mach Punch going to come out actually into the Gyarados slot, so that's fine by me. Here comes a Volt Switch. That did a ton of damage. Jeez. And it's Citrus Berry. So it looks like it's max speed Arcanine, which is okay here. We know it doesn't have Wild Charge. Citrus Berry on the Arcanine, okay. I can bring out my Scrafty and fake out Dragon Dance the following turn, and I feel like there's no really optimal way for my opponent to punish it. Let's see if you Will-O-Wisp to Scrafty, if you have Will-O-Wisp, or you're just going to fire off a Heat Wave again, which would be fine. A Snarl would be even better because I take like no damage, but let's see. It's going to be Heat Wave once again. Looks like Scrafty avoided, which is, you know, kind of nice. I wouldn't mind if it hit it, but yeah, we're okay here. And yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. I can go for... I don't want to fake out here, realistically. I kind of want to go back into Jolteon. Or do I want to close combat to him on top slot? Because I kind of want to close combat to him on top slot, expecting Tyranitar to maybe want to come in. But I'm going to fake out the Arcanine. I'm going to make the safe play. Yeah, I'm going to make the safe play. I'm going to fake out in Dragon Dance. Arcanine going to protect, which is fine. As long as the him on top doesn't have... Well, you know my luck, but I'm going to say anyway. As long as it's not Stone Edge, him on top and the crits meet, we're good. Here comes a Dragon Dance from my Gyarados. So we're going to be boosted. This him on top's at -3, so it's not doing much with close combat. Maybe a little less than 50. Yeah. A little less than 50%. Yep. Okay, we're in a pretty good spot. I think Dragon Dance again might be the optimal play here. Yeah, because there's a Gyarados potentially in the back. I like... Can I just protect? I'm going to protect and Dragon Dance again. Because I'm going to boost my Gyarados up. Because this is the perfect time to boost Gyarados. Him on top switches out, so I could close combat, whatever's coming in. But luckily I didn't, because there's a Togekiss coming out. Good. We will Dragon Dance again and protect our Scrafty. Let's see if a Will-O-Wisp is actually going to come out here. Which stings because of the fact that I could just Waterfall the Arcanine and pick up a knockout. But then again, Tyranitar could have came in for free, so I'm kind of okay with this. Is Will-O-Wisp coming out? Does hit, but that's fine. Alright. We do have our Lumberry, which will proc now. I'm gonna go out into my Jolteon here and click Waterfall. Yes. I could... I'm just curious on whether I should Dynamax this Pokemon, because I'm thinking maybe I... Is there a point of not Dynamaxing? Because I get rid of the Togekiss. I'm going to Dynamax and try to KO the Togekiss. It's either him on top switching in. Actually, if him on top switches in, the optimal play was to target the Arcanine slot. I think it's fine, though. I'll be able to knock out the... I'll be able to knock out this Togekiss, which is fine. And then Max Guys are still doing a ton of damage regardless. And him on top, I don't think it's going to Dynamax in this game. And I don't think it'd be the Arcanine either. So I'm thinking it's like whatever's in the back is going to have to be the Dynamax Pokemon. Oh, this is so good for me. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why. Wait, did I just send Scrafty out? Could I have faked out? Oh, if I did... No, I protected. No, I didn't switch in Scrafty. I protected, yeah. That's actually amazing for me. I don't know, maybe my opponent was trying to get, like, maybe a Yawn or a Thunder Wave off, which would make sense. But, yeah, this actually makes me, like, amazing right now, because this Jolteon's about to put in some work. I think Thunderbolt might knock out the Arcanine at the range it's at. Him on top's going to come out, which is fine. All I have to do is really just go for a... I think I just go for... a protect with the Jolteon, and I just go for the Max Geyser here with my Gyarados. Yeah. And I am going to go for that combination, because I knock out the Arcanine guaranteed. Hitmontop cannot stop me right here. And I don't want to activate eject button once again because I don't want my opponent to get multiple intimidates. Baek are going to come out into Jolteon, which is fine. I did target down the Arcanine. And yeah, we're in a pretty good spot. We set up the rain. Tyranitar might be the last Pokemon though, so it might get to come in. But if it is the Gyarados in the back, I just click Thunderbolt and I just click Max Airstream, and I think I just win the game off there. So goodbye to the Arcanine. Man, I could have actually brought Rillaboom. Double Fake out would have been nice. I didn't need Snorlax at all. Butterfree gonna come out though. Oh man. I mean, Hitmontops don't usually carry Protect, and I really don't expect this one to. So I'm gonna actually just Max Airstream the Hitmontop slot and Thunderbolt the Butterfree. This could be a mistake, but it could Gigantamax right here. I think the Butterfree could Gigantamax here and go for a Max Guard to stall out my thing. But I mean, it's still 4-1. I don't know. It's definitely potential for the Butterfree to reverse sweep me if it gets all the luck it gets. But it needs multiple turns, especially against my Snorlax. So let's see here. Yeah, it does Max Guard. Okay, good. Since Hitmontop can't protect, I get at a pretty easy knockout, unless it is Focus Sash, but it does go down. I think even if Cobra Berry was on the Hitmontop, I knock it out too. So nice, able to get rid of the Hitmontop there. Able to get a speed boost with my both of these Pokemon, and now I can just double up this Butterfree very safely. Waterfall at +1 in the rain, plus a Thunderbolt should be able to knock out a Butterfree, and yeah, that's gonna be a good game. I think we cannot miss, unless it's for some reason Bright Powder, which I will hope it's not. So we'll Thunderbolt, we'll go for the Waterfall, and that's gonna be a good game. Let's see how much this does. We almost just knocked it out, which is funny. Here comes a Thunderbolt into the Butterfree and Jolteon. Jolteon was the MVP in this video. It really just put in work. Game 1, it was able to Dynamax, do a ton of damage, Volt Switch around. This game it also Volt Switched around, which was really helpful actually because of the fact that I was just able to get like multiple Intimidates onto a Pokemon. So yeah, Volt Switch I think just a really good move in general. Of course, we don't really see it too much anymore because like we don't really see Tapu Koko, which was probably the main Volt Switch user of the previous generation, in the previous generation, Gen 7. But yeah, we haven't really seen too much Volt Switch. We saw it like occasionally with Rotom, but we really haven't seen it much, and it's just such a good move. Is this a weakness policy Togekiss? No, it's a Berry, but it doesn't have like any HP investment. It might have some, but that doesn't look like much. Because I know max HP Togekiss can hit 192, so that doesn't look like much HP at all. We're Citrus Berry Arcanine with Protect, Will-O-Wisp, Heat Wave, Snarl. I'm actually really surprised my opponent never went for Will-O-Wisp like earlier in the game and kept going for Heat Wave. Weakness Policy Tyranitar. With Rock Slide, Crunch, Thunder Punch, Protect. Eject button was on the Hitmontop. I want to avoid this the entire game because I was trying to set up my Gyarados as much as possible. Close Combat, Wide Guard, Mach Punch, Fake Out. Oh, I realized you can Mach Punch your own Tyranitar. And the Gyarados, Iron Head. Oh, that's cool actually. Life Orb, Dragon Dance, and the VMAX Butterfree. Why does it say Paralysis? Huh? Is it supposed to say that? Pretty much your standard Butterfree. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. If you do love Jolteon and you love to see it on this video and this team, be sure to leave a like down below, show support, as well as you can leave a comment down below and share it with your friends. If you want to try out the team, down below in the description with the paste of the team. Otherwise, you can support me through checking my social medias out, and of course, feel free to check out my Patreon page and my Twitch channel if you want to go an extra mile, support my content. And yeah, thank you to everyone who's been supporting me, especially YouTube as well as my other platforms. It's been incredible. Otherwise, yeah, we got a brand new team for the next episode, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty fun one. So, hope to see everyone in the next episode. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.